Right, today we're going to talk about Lab 8, which is visualizing geospatial data. Right? So as usual, we will start on with our Tableau. Right? So and we will have to open the windows and choose more. Right? We're going to use a sample superstore. So let's check sample superstore subset. Okay, and open it. Right, so as usual, we can click on the sheet 1 and you can rename it as task 1. Right, so in order to plot the geospatial map, you can double click. You can just simply double click on the state. The state itself is really the geographic role. So the moment you double click, you should be able to get a map of the US automatically being created with the details, right? So you can see it right here, right? The next thing you can actually further enhance by dragging the postal code from the dimension to the details, right? So we just put into the details and there will be more details about the various postal code. Right? You can also manually do it, okay, by using your postal codes, right, in the dimension, and then select the geographic role, right? Like for example, you can just do the geographic role, and then choose the zip code, right, and select the zip code, and it will plot it for you. Right, so the geographic roles will contain area codes, city, district, country codes, latitude, and the longitude, which is the most important coordinate to define where is it on the map. Right, so next thing we move on to viewing the maps with a pie chart. Okay, so how are we going to do it? Again, we're going to open a new worksheets and you can name it as task 2, right? And now make sure that sample subset is being superstore is being selected and you can click on the stick. Okay, let's check out the stick. Okay, you can check out the stick here. Click on the stick and then you can show me. Under the show me panel, you can click on the view map view type, and that you have a map that is being colored, that is being filled with colors, right? And from the measure panels, you can drag the profits. Okay, let's check where's the profits, right? The profits to the color. Let's just try profit to the color, right? And you can see some differentiation in the color on the mark sheet, and then drag another latitude. Okay, let's check it out. Another latitude, right? Latitude to the row itself, which is here. Okay, you've got 2 map coming up. So what you can do is you can right click on the latitude, okay, and choose dual axis. It will basically combine them into one. Right, on the mark sheets, okay, select the second latitude, right, and you can try to select the pie chart over here instead of the 2 map. So you want to combine them and choose a pie chart. Then you have the pie charts being plotted at the various state. From the measure, drag the cells to the size. So the sales and drag to the size. Okay, so the size got some changes. You can see that sales are actually being drawn using a pie chart. Okay, and you can increase and let me just check department. Okay, dimension. You can choose the department. Okay, and drag it to the color. Right, just drag department to the color. So you add a little bit of color to the pie chart, and maybe it's look a bit small. You can go to the size to change the size of the pie chart. Okay, so we can use the slider to basically increase the size of the chart. Right, so that's how you get your chart out. Right, let's move on to task number 3. And you're supposed to again create a table worksheet. So now click on the icon, this icon, and we'll try to connect to the data source. We'll connect to the coffee chain data source. So we choose the Microsoft Excel, and we're going to choose the okay, we're going to just expand, and we're going to choose the sample coffee data source. We're going to choose this and open it. So seems to have some error. Let's try again. Okay, let's try this and choose simple data source. Try again. Right, maybe we just choose more and choose coffee sample data source. So, okay, once you selected that, and now we move on to task number 3 to do a pie chart. Okay, but before we do the bar chart 2 tips, we have to do some create calculated field. Let's try calculated field. Let's try. Let's make sure you choose this, and you can choose a new data sheets, and you're going to create a data calculated field, right? And you're going to choose coffee sales. Name it as coffee sales.
I saw you taking the lift up from level 4 to level 6.
You're already
I was at level 3. Then after I see you, then I remember that I left my lunch in the car, so
okay.
it reminded me of.
So that's a coffee shop. So you just created that. So now we're going to create another calculated field.
Oh, I see.
Espresso.
I went to buy Marco long from the, you know, the market near the.
So we calculate the if formula and paste it in. So this is the espresso sales.
Because I got meeting until 1 plus. So I
So
faster
now
buy
I'm going to create calculated source herbal tea.
Okay.
If calculated here. So create last one. Last calculated field. We're going to include the key sales. Again, copy the if product type equals to T, then sales. Okay, so there you have the 4 calculated field for each member. Right, now we move on to double click the stick. What's this? Okay, the stick, double click on the stick. You have got that, and then you're going to drag the cells from the actual, drag the cells to the size, and then the profits drag to the color. And there you have the different pie chart of the sales, get the various state, and give the profits that have colors to it. Right, now we're going to add calculator bar view. Okay, and with the calculated string field, it will represent the appropriate length of each bar, right? Whenever you fall across it. So we're going to use some more calculated field, right? Using the hashed bar. So okay, so go on and create the 4 member using the percentage of lines. So I'm going to add in the coffee lines sales. So, okay, small cap, I think. Okay. So case sensitive, small cap, and okay. You have coffee lines, and we move on to create the rest. Percentage. Percentage. Yeah. Espresso sales. Espresso sales. And now you have the herbal tea. Tea lines. Then you're going to add in the herbal tea. So change the expression to herbal tea. Right. Here. Create another one. Last one you create this. Now tips, 2 tips here. So I'm going to drag the percentage. 2 tips. Tip. Yeah. Espresso. Herbal tea. Toothpick. Tea. Iced tea. There you have this. What you can see here. What you can do is just go select the worksheet. Select the worksheet and to tick. Right. You can go here to insert the list and the level of details that you want. Right. So maybe some of the things that you might not need is you can remove this if you want to, otherwise you can just leave it there. Right. And okay. So we hover, you can see that all these have got this pop up, right? So the varying length will show the different percentage. Okay, moving on to the next demo. For the last task, let's check that out. So clicking on the icon, now we're going to plot a Singapore map icon. Data source, connect to Microsoft Excel. I'm going to choose the Singapore. Right. Okay, there you have the 5 towns, populations, and the altitude and latitude. Right, so if you click on the new sheets, okay, right, make sure you have selected Singapore data set. Now we're going to plot the Singapore map. Right, you cannot double click on the town. So what you can do is you can move the latitude to the rows. You can put the longitude to the columns, and you'll be able to detect that it's a geography. You can unpin, magnify, see the various town coming up, right? And you can move the town into this, right? You can see that there are all the different towns that's been plotted, and you can put the population size, and you show the varying size. Cool. There you have got the sum with that. That's it. Thank you.